Okay, what I've done is created a password protected area for those that manage the newsletters. So what we're referring to here obviously are the various newsletter archive sections on the Fairmont website. So right now we're looking at the Mabel newsletter archive, and you can see these are all the newsletters that Mabel has. You'll see that there's a format here that's month, day, year, and then the view link. Okay, so what you want to do, there's a few steps, is first of all, go to fairmontsschools.com/newsletter. Okay, so I'd like each of you to bookmark that URL. Okay, because every time, instead of sending me the newsletter links each week, instead what I'd like you to do is just bookmark this URL, fairmontsschools.com/newsletter, and bookmark it. That way you can access it each week. So we're going to visit fairmontsschools.com/newsletter, and it takes you to this user login page. Now, in the email that all of you received, I gave you your various usernames and passwords. So right now, I'm just going to use Christie's. So I'm going to put in Christie's username and password, and I'll click login. So once I log in, I'm now seeing the newsletter add new item page. Okay, so there's some instructions here, which is what I'm going over in this video. And then you'll see on the right that there's the actual form where once this is filled out and submitted, a new item will show up here on your respective newsletter. Okay, so the first thing, there are a few formatting things that I want to make sure everyone follows, just so there's consistency across all the submissions, and it's not just, it doesn't turn into a free-for-all as far as formatting goes. So where it says newsletter name, what I'd like you to do is type in your campus. So let's say it was Mabel. I would type Mabel E newsletter, and then the day or the date. So January, let's say 1st, 2011. So what you'll notice here is we have the campus name, space, lowercase e, newsletter, space, the month, space, the day, comma, and then the year. Okay, so that's the full name of the newsletter. Now this right here is actually only visible to me on the back end, but if it's not in this format, it's going to be really hard to find on the back end. So I need you to follow this format. So if it was Anaheim Hills, you type in Anaheim Hills e-newsletter. Or if it was the Preparatory Academy. Okay, so that's the format I've been using, and it's just a lot easier to have everyone follow that same format. The month, put in the full month. So don't put an abbreviation. Don't put Jan. Put January. And the day, the full year, and then the hyperlink. Now the hyperlink, you want to make sure you include the HTTP : / portion. So you don't want to put just this. If that was your hyperlink, you want to put the full HTTP : / Okay, so that whole thing needs to go in there. If you don't include this first part, it won't work on the front end. And the last part, and this is, I'm not going to say the most important part, but it's arguably the most important part, I suppose, is the category. All campuses are using this same form to submit their newsletters. The only thing that distinguishes them and actually separates them onto the different campus pages is the category. So when you click on category, you're actually going to see a lot of categories here. And these are all categories for all different parts of the website. Unfortunately, I have no way of stripping this down so you only see the categories that you can select from. But it's really easy to find. So when you click on that, scroll down until you see the section that says Newsletter Archive. And when you get to the Newsletter Archive, underneath that, you'll see 5 campus options: Anaheim Hills, Citron, Edgewood, Mabel, and Prep. So if we're doing Mabel's right now, because we're logged in as Christy, I'm going to check Mabel and then just double check my work here. So that's right, that's right, this is right, that's right. I've got the full hyperlink and the correct category. And again, you can look at the instructions on the left. But once you're done with that and you click submit, you'll see your success message. And now if we go over to the live website and refresh, we'll see January 1st, 2011, which we'll delete. I'll delete that in just a minute. And then the view. So we had set this up to go to Google, but it would obviously go to whatever the newsletter URL was. So that's it. So once you submit it, when you see the success message, if you want to submit another newsletter, you can just click on this link and it'll take you here. So that's all you have to do. I think this will streamline things. This will put some of the power of actually getting these newsletter archives up on the website quicker. You don't have to worry about sending those to me anymore. I'm hoping these steps that I'm taking here will help streamline everything and help keep the website up to date quicker than it might otherwise be. So if you have any questions, let me know. It should be pretty self-explanatory. You just want to log in and fill this out according to the instructions, both here and what I've covered in this video, and click submit, and it should show up right here as the first item on your individual campuses.